Explosive news hitting the headlines today. Manchester United's transfer saga takes a wild turn as Barcelona fans make their feelings known about Marcus Rashford. Plus, we're revealing three game-changing partnerships United fans haven't seen yet, but could they actually happen? And is a key defender back for United's massive clash against Aston Villa? We've got the latest injury updates and a deep dive into a nightmare scenario facing English clubs in the Champions League, featuring a controversial take on Jude Bellingham's behavior. Don't miss a second, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Future uncertain for Marcus Rashford as Barcelona fans oppose transfer. Reports are swirling that Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford's potential return to Old Trafford this summer is gaining traction, not because of a change of heart from the club, but due to significant opposition from Barcelona's fanbase. Rashford was loaned to Barcelona for the remainder of the season after a challenging spell at Aston Villa under Ruben Amorim. While speculation mounted about a reunion with Manchester United, his desire to stay in Spain and Barcelona's option to buy him for €30 million have kept his future uncertain. However, recent claims suggest that Barcelona's supporters are not keen on the club triggering that buyout clause. Financial constraints are reportedly forcing Barcelona's management to be extremely cautious with transfers, with the €30 million for Rashford seen as a substantial investment, given other priorities like strengthening the defense and midfield. Many fans reportedly believe the club should explore alternative options in the transfer market rather than pursuing the Manchester United loanee. Despite this fan sentiment, Fabrizio Romano noted that Manchester United remains relaxed about the situation, confident that numerous clubs would be interested in Rashford if he returns. Personal terms with Barcelona are reportedly close to being agreed, but club-to-club negotiations are on hold pending Barcelona's elections. Manchester United's stance is firm. Barcelona must pay the €30 million, or Rashford will return to Old Trafford with other clubs ready to make an offer. Will Rashford's future remain a Barcelona saga, or will he return to Manchester United? Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story and a look at how Manchester United could unlock hidden potential with unseen partnerships. Manchester United's potential partnerships, an untapped reservoir of talent. With recent fixture congestion easing, manager Michael Carrick has had crucial time to strategize, potentially unlocking new dynamics within the squad. We're exploring three exciting pairings that Manchester United fans are yet to witness, though one presents a significant challenge. The theoretical dream defensive duo of Lisandro Martinez and Matthijs de Ligt, both in their prime, has been plagued by injuries. Martinez's return was overshadowed by de Ligt's subsequent injury, preventing them from ever playing together. Their combined strengths, aggression, aerial prowess, and ball-playing ability, along with their shared Ajax background and leadership qualities, suggest they could form a formidable partnership. However, with only 9 games remaining, the chances of them playing together this season are slim, and their long-term future at the club beyond 2026 remains uncertain. Looking to the future, young talents Aiden Heaven and Lenny Yoro represent Manchester United's next generation. While they might currently compete for a spot alongside Harry Maguire, the club envisions them developing chemistry on the pitch together. Carrick might need to be bold and integrate them now to foster this crucial understanding, a move that could impress the INEOS hierarchy. In attack, an intriguing trio involving Joshua Zirkzee, Brian Mbeumo, and Matthias Cunha has been available since Carrick's appointment, but has yet to be deployed. Zirkzee, acting as a link man similar to Roberto Firmino's role at Liverpool, could elevate the contributions of Mbeumo and Cunha. However, Zirkzee faces stiff competition and is unlikely to secure significant game time in the remaining matches. Could these unseen pairings finally be unleashed to transform Manchester United's season? Next, we'll reveal if a key defender is fit and ready for United's crucial match against Aston Villa. Noussair Mazraoui's potential return boosts Manchester United's defense ahead of Aston Villa clash. Manchester United has received a significant boost as defender Noussair Mazraoui is reportedly fit and in contention for the crucial Premier League showdown against Aston Villa at Old Trafford this Sunday. Mazraoui had sparked concern after limping off with a foot injury during the recent defeat at Newcastle, visibly struggling to walk as he left St. James Park. However, his presence at training on Wednesday indicates a swift recovery, and he is expected to be available for selection for Michael Carrick's squad. In less optimistic news, the returns of Mathis de Ligt and Mason Mount from their respective injuries remain uncertain. Both players have missed a considerable number of matches, and despite Carrick's reluctance to set firm timelines, it appears unlikely they will feature against Unai Emery's Aston Villa side in what is a pivotal game for Champions League qualification. Will Mazraoui's return make a difference in United's quest for Champions League football? And later, we'll dive into a nightmare scenario for English clubs in the Champions League and a controversial take on Jude Bellingham's behavior. English clubs face Champions League nightmare scenario as Jude Bellingham's behavior sparks debate. This week's Champions League exit for several English teams has ignited discussions about a potential nightmare scenario for the Premier League's European representation, while Jude Bellingham's reaction to a goal has drawn peculiar scrutiny. The Mirror's focus on Jude Bellingham's behavior following a goal for Real Madrid has been met with skepticism. Critics argue that labeling his entirely normal reaction of astonishment as behavior carries negative connotations, questioning why such an event would warrant a headline using this specific term, especially when compared to how similar reactions from other players like Kylian Mbappé are typically reported. This framing is seen as a deliberate, cynical attempt to cast a negative light on Bellingham. Furthermore, the Daily Express has framed the English team's collective Champions League struggles as a scary blow for Manchester United, suggesting it could jeopardize the Premier League's fifth Champions League spot for next season. However, this analysis is widely contested. England is highly likely to retain at least one of the two potential extra spots due to its strong performance in UEFA's coefficient rankings. The argument that United would be the biggest losers is also questioned, as they currently sit third in the league, while teams like Chelsea and Liverpool are in direct contention for the Europa League and face more immediate Champions League implications from their own performances. The report dismisses the idea of a nightmare scenario where no English teams remain in the competition by next week, highlighting that Arsenal and Liverpool are strong favorites to progress. Even if multiple English clubs are eliminated, England's overall coefficient score remains robust enough to secure the additional Champions League places. Separately, The Sun reported a new blow and major loss for Tottenham Hotspur due to the last-minute cancellation of a business conference speech, a story MediaWatch finds trivial in the context of the club's on-field struggles. Meanwhile, Pep Guardiola's comment, "But one day it will be over, right?" is interpreted by the Mirror as a fresh retirement hint, though MediaWatch suggests it's merely an acknowledgement of the finite nature of any managerial career. Could the Champions League fallout truly impact the Premier League's elite next season? Don't go anywhere as we wrap up all the top stories in our lightning round recap. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. Marcus Rashford's future at Barcelona is in doubt amid fan opposition. Manchester United could unlock new potential with unseen player partnerships. Key defender Noussair Mazraoui is back for United's Aston Villa clash, and English clubs face Champions League scrutiny with debate around Jude Bellingham's actions. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to news for all your daily updates, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below and follow us on all our social media channels for more exclusive content.